Good morning, coming to you live. I had to delete my other live. I didn't like that one. I think I went off topic. I think I didn't stick on it. 0600 hours, 17 minutes, Thursday, January 17, 2019. I titled this program the same one, but I even changed the title a little bit. IRobot. We are not in control. I am not a robot. I am no longer control. You can't take me. You can't have my soul. Don't matter the contracts or the circumstance. I am not a robot. You cannot control me. Yes, you got the power. You don't need to be controlled. And we are programmed. Everything you see everybody doing is a program. Look around. Watch every day. We wake up, go to sleep, brush our teeth, breakfast, go to work. Even the entrepreneur, they think they're so free. They wake up, do their business, go travel, go do that. That's a program. Don't think that you out of the program because you own your own business. The free of what we need is not the program. And people say, well, even me, it's a we can't get around it. How come you can't be free on this earth? Just enjoy life. They made capitalism our control, our program. That means the money, the love of money, the root, the stem, the seed of everything we see came from money. The best example I can give you, this this is the one of the finest, how you say it, the finest something of control. I can't, what's that, how it go? What's that saying? But this is the ultimate control. If you do your studies and research of being programmed, I named it IRobot. I'm about to get to that why I named it IRobot. Holidays was known as paganism. And if you look up what paganism is, you will see what's going on. So if you think about paganism and holidays, we didn't celebrate it. It wasn't no festivities. So in the 20s, the 1920s, and the 30s. So you got to think, this is only 2018. So that was still more recent that they changed the holidays. Because you know why? Because they was able to finally profit off the holidays. It had nothing to do because of being, if you look at Halloween now, Christmas and Easter, well, how was Christmas and Easter known for paganism and we celebrate it, but now Easter and Christmas, I'm not even gonna give them the religion part of it. And then you got the religious folks saying it's known for that day. Hmm. Think, 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 think. See how things, that's the program. So from the 1930s to the 2018s, we've been programmed to say holidays are designed for this reason, and this is the purpose of the holiday. So I'm done with that. So the next thing I want to talk about is the iRobot part. Think about everything that has the word I or the letter I in front of it. Got the iPhone. Even you got the game. It's not an I, but it's called the Wii. WII. And when we start thinking about all the different things that's programmed, even in our television, our movies, and our television shows, think about that. This is, I'm not going to really get too intricate into this because being programmed, it happened over time. So as we have all these religions, what you think is going to happen in 200 years? And that's not even 200 years, 1930s. Then you got the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. I was born in 80, so in 50 years, they already changed telling us this was wrong. And then they gave meaning to it. And look what we did. We followed it as that was never the reason. And, and in our history can admit to that. Because if you can find the older person, they probably sitting around saying, that's why a lot of older people don't celebrate a holiday. Because they sitting around saying this was wrong. But what's happening is a lot of them can't. I cannot recall somebody born in the 30s. Those people are most likely dead, or they're not talking about it because they was programmed. They don't even realize they. That's how bad it is. They're older now. They don't even realize they was programmed. They can't even tell you that's the truth. But I know what my mother and father have been through of desegregation of the school. Well, yeah, desegregate. They didn't want us to be segregated no more in the schools. They went through the black and white doors. So my mother's talking about the stories that her mother went through. My father telling me some things they've been through. They was getting treated so horribly by people that called the Republicans, the majority of the people that back then were Republicans, they were caucus white people. And then now in 2019, we act as they never did that to our parents. We act as, and what we do, they take an isolated incident and they multiply it. But they used our women, so they programmed our women to act upon as long as they attack. But our women won't remember. See, this is the program. You got to remember the I part. It's only going to focus on the self. See, they give you the I part in the underlined and negative way. Now, if I say the power of oneness, everybody say what you believe in, human circularism, you an occultist. See, they say everything but what they're believing in. I don't want to, I'm happy they don't, or their beliefs, because I don't want their beliefs, because their beliefs is to the point where I don't want the system, I don't want the program to always be activated in me. I know it's things that I have to go through. I know it's things that I've been through that I got to deprogram myself. I don't want to be part of the program. But it's hard because I'm in a world with a whole bunch of robots. So imagine, and you looking around like, I'm like, damn robot, you just copying. So when I see my women with the makeup and the weaves and everything, they programmed to do this. But then when you see the other races, who they mimicking? Our women. They're programmed. But then you see the people that's at top. They're sitting there. I don't wear Gucci. I made these clothes for idiots. I don't. If you got to think about it, start putting your mind into all the things we are programmed to do. You are programmed to hate your own race. That's the number one program, which and I'm speaking of. You are programmed to hate your own race. You are fostered, nurtured, and breeded. Foster is we keep doing it. People say the first person that came against me was a black person, but when I went to a job, white out white, we're not even gonna go there because if you understand and you have some sense, and it's not common to you, I notice. There's still businesses that is like the Fortune, so-called quote unquote Fortune 500 companies they're owned by white people still, or Jewish or Russian. That's called as Euro people. So yes, they're going to have a little bit of like they can hire you. What's the word? They can hire you. They can pick you to work there. So you're not going to put no stock into the black person's business. You're going to always ask for discounts. That's foster. Keep putting that in you. Now, nurture. You know how you nurture a child, make sure they fed, they eat. That's what they're doing. Oh, I can make sure they fed, they eat. What we got? Food stamps and WIC. Make sure they fed, they eat. Now they about to try to cut those. But that's not why. Because the New World Order, the Supreme Order is being implemented now. It's already in works. The New World Order, now we on the Supreme Order. The Supreme Order now is the overall order. Now that's in the works. And we're watching it. The demise of black men. To destroy our black women by removing them from the black man, the African descendant man, quote unquote black. Destroy their womb and destroy their mind. Now they found the disease to destroy our melon. So the cells that make up pigment, they're finding that to destroy it. So if you're not paying attention to this, you are programmed. I'm not saying don't enjoy your life. I always say that at the end of a lot of my lives, more recently towards November, October last year, or most such the November is enjoy your life. Don't go crazy doing this. We are being programmed that way. We are programmed through religion. There's so many dominations, so many sub denominations and different names. If we are so much supposed to be together, why is it so much divide? Why is it so much separation? We're nurtured. That's how you nurture. You could traditionally pass down to the next generation and breed it. You birthed in it now. You telling me if a man have a child by a lady and then a lady and a man is the head of the house, that child is most going to go to that. Or if the child is mixed and diluted, it's most likely going to go to what they see is the powerful, the strongest race. That's why it's wrong. And people's like, I'm not going to talk to a person and tell me that Well, you don't even know the history of intermingling or interracializing. Because if you learned your history, which there's books in the library that tell you they're trying to destroy them, saying we couldn't originally mix together. The child would die or nothing would happen. Just as a horse has sex with a cow, nothing would happen. The sperm is not compatible. They had to keep now to make that work. How we see these ligers, it's a tiger and a lion. They had to keep sitting them in a what you call that a a lab. They had to sit them in a lab and keep doing their DNA. They had to keep playing with the time layer that their seed. They had to see if the man lion or the man tiger can be with the female lion or the female tiger. Which one was going to change the makeup of this tiger and lion? Then now they can do it because now they got enough. See, people don't understand. Well, there's mixed people already. We've been around the world long enough, so now these mixed people and everybody can finally mix because we learned their bloodline got a little bit of this in it. That's why they say everybody's mixed. Even people in Africa, when you see lighter people in Africa, they're mixed. People say no, like no. To lighten your pigment, it take another light pigment to lighten you up. Just as if you got black and the paint in is black. Put some white paint on it, it lightens up, right? It started turning gray. So it turned white if you put enough white in it, correct? And it might look a little off white, but that's how it's going to look. So that's a program. So you can program anything, any person you want. And our mind is the biggest computer. If you haven't realized that, your mind is the biggest computer. That's why they say reading is fundamental. Knowledge is power. The mind is the terrible thing to waste. Because if you're not using it, it's a muscle. It's easily programmed. And another saying that we use, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. That's not true. If you don't stand for truth, you will fall for anything. And truth is easy. It has nothing to do with what religion or whatever you are in, how much money you make, where you live at. Truth is, if a person walk up to you, this guy, I had to challenge this one guy. I know he's thinking about it. You believing because you don't trust and you don't know. 2018 year ago, 18 years ago, correct? Now think about 10 years ago. Can you tell me what happened? No, you probably can't. Let alone what happened 2 years ago. You can't tell me things in history. But you telling me, think about this. You will believe 2018 years ago, but you can't even remember what happened last year on January 17, 2019. Tell me what happened. Tell me. Right, you can't. So think about the programs. I'm gonna get more in depth. This one was more of a vision waking up. And then when I usually get a vision, it's not, it's for me, but usually more come afterwards. So what I say unto one, I say unto all, it's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Remember, anything's a program that take you from being you, that take you from people, that divide you, that separate you. If you think about divide and separation, why are we divided and separated? Think about it. Shalom.